Hi, welcome. We're going to go ahead and begin our practice, and we're going to start laying down on our mat today. First of all, if you are here with us in Arizona, it's really hot. I think I just looked at the clock a little bit ago and it was like 103. So think of this as kind of like a siesta time just to begin here and start to let your body relax. Let's take a really big deep breath in. And then exhale, let your whole body start to soften. Maybe start to move your legs a little bit, or your arms, your shoulders, perhaps your hips, your head and neck, just to get 5 to 10% more comfortable. Maybe wiggle your fingers a little bit. And we'll take another really conscious deep breath in. And exhale, letting it all go. One more really big deep breath in. And exhale, let go. And still start to be mindful of your breath. If you need to move anything in your body, if you have any little twitches or anything going on, just let that happen. Keep breathing. And as you're here, as you exhale, just start to let go of anything you were doing before. Don't know what really is going to happen afterwards. And just invite yourself to come here now, to connect with your breath and your body, and just welcome anything else that starts to arise. Imagine it's flowing through you. And then take a moment and maybe kind of ask yourself, what brought you here today? Maybe because it's part of your regular schedule. Maybe you want to move your body a little bit. Maybe you want to just rest and not do. Just let yourself just be, which is completely fine if you decide to lay here this whole practice. That's beautiful. Or perhaps you want to work through something, or you're seeking an answer to something. And just whatever that is, let it happen. And then as you're ready, let's slowly, if you feel like you're wanting to move, let's start to reach your arms overhead. Maybe stretch out, maybe start to reach and stretch your hands and feet away from one another. You can start to point and flex your feet. Beautiful. And then let's squeeze the knees towards the chest. And as you squeeze the knees towards the chest, think about what's your intention for today? What do you want to bring in more of in your life? So thinking about first kind of what brought you here, and then what's the intention? What do you want to bring in more of? Beautiful. And then just offer yourself this time to completely love and accept yourself. So if there's anything that doesn't feel good, please don't make yourself do it. Again, if you decide to lay down through the whole practice, you can maybe imagine your body doing that. That's totally fine. Or you can just move along and just take care of you as we move through our practice today. So from here, let's slowly start to reach and stretch your legs out. Reach your arms overhead again. Big, long stretch. We're going to exhale, squeeze the elbows and knees together. Give yourself a little hug. We're going to do this a little bit just to warm up the core. So we'll inhale, reach and lengthen out. Exhale, let's squeeze back in. Make any modifications as you need to. You can always just bend your knees and keep your feet on the ground. Let's inhale, reach out. And exhale, squeeze in. Let's do 3 more of those. You can inhale, you can try bringing just the feet down, the knees bend, and then exhale, squeeze back in. So see what feels best for your body today. Inhale and exhale. Let's do one more time. Inhale And exhale. Beautiful. Rocking again from side to side. And then let's gently roll over to your right or left side. Maybe rest your ear on your upper arm. Just for a moment, allow yourself to be and feel held here by the earth. And perhaps just giving a little bit of compassion to the earth right now. I know us here in the West, we need some rain, so let's pray for some rain. Just keep breathing. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to gently press through that left hand, maybe bring it in front of your chest and slide your body up. And we're going to make our way to a comfortable seated shape. Finding a crisscross leg shape, maybe releasing the flesh from the sitting bones. Allow yourself to feel a little bit more grounded. For some reason, your knees bother you, you can always stretch your legs out or do something else that's more comfortable. And then let's bring our hands onto our knees, roll the shoulders back. And take a really big, deep breath in from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head. Big, deep inhale. And then I want you to exhale and imagine you're going to bypass the tailbone and go all the way down into the earth. Allow yourself to feel rooted. Let's inhale from the earth all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, root back down into the earth. Inhale, feel those roots suck up the energy all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, root back down into the earth. Let's bring your hands to your heart center. Bow your chin to your chest and just taking a moment to honor you for taking this time out to connect with your body, your breath, your emotions, quiet the mind, and let whatever else follow through. Take a big deep breath in. And then let's exhale, interlace your fingers. You're going to reach your arms forward and we're going to exhale out through the mouth. Let's inhale, bring the hands back in. Interlace the fingers, reach the palms out, exhale through the mouth. Maybe round through the spine a little bit. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Let's reach your arms up towards the sky. Lift your heart up. Maybe open your eyes up if they're closed. We're going to exhale. Lower your arms down alongside by your hips. Maybe reach the hands out a little bit and we'll turn your head to the right. Beautiful. Exhale. Let's turn your head to the left. One more time to the right. And one more time to the left. Beautiful. Slowly coming to find a neutral place. We'll reach your arms up high. And then let's exhale. You're going to lower your hands down. Come to tabletop shape. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to start to move through some cat-cows. So we're going to slowly roll the shoulders back. We'll inhale, lengthen, and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. Beautiful. Inhale, we'll roll the shoulders back, lengthen, and look up. Exhale, let's round through the spine, chin to the chest. 3 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhaling. And exhaling. Beautiful. Let's inhale. We're going to come find a flat back. Let's bring your hands forward. We're going to curl your toes under, roll your shoulders back, draw your belly to the spine, feel your rib cage anchor here. You're going to shoot your tailbone towards your heels. We're going to slowly lift those knees off the mat, finding a plank shape. Try to bring your shoulders over your fingertips. Keep rolling those shoulders back. Keep breathing, reaching through the crown of the head, maybe trying to come onto your tippy toes. You might feel a little bit shaky. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. We're going to drop the knees down. Release the feet. Let's sink your hips to your heels for child's pose. Resting and softening here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Fantastic. We're going to inhale. We're going to slowly rise back to tabletop. We're going to try that once again. So roll the shoulders back, draw the belly to the spine, feel your rib cage anchor. Shoot your tailbone towards your heels a little bit. We're going to curl the toes under, lift the knees off the mat. Try to bring the shoulders over the wrist. Keep the head long. So try not to bring your chin to your chest. Breathing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop down to your knees. This time, let's lower all the way down to the belly. Beautiful. We're going to slide your elbows underneath your shoulders and come onto your forearms. Roll the shoulders back from here. Draw your belly to the spine. Press the pelvis down. Maybe bring your feet a little bit wider. And then pull the back of your head back. Feel your lower jaw release away from your upper jaw. And then take your eyeballs to where the floor and the wall start to meet. Keep breathing here. Feeling this sensation in the body. Keep breathing. Press down through those forearms. Press down through the fingers. Spread your fingers really wide. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly start to soften. Let's gently bring one hand on top of the other, and you'll turn your head to the right. Notice how that feels for your neck. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift up and now turn your head to the left. And again, keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're going to gently come back to the center. Let's bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows together as much as that feels good. Again, drawing the belly to the spine. Press down through the feet. Press the pelvis down. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom. 1 and 2. And then you're going to roll your shoulder blades back. Squeeze the elbows together. Maybe press to the hands a little bit and imagine your heart lifting up. Go as much as that feels good. So you can keep your elbows bent more in a cobra or straighten the arms for an up dog. So listen to what feels good for your body. 2, and 1. We're going to exhale, slowly come back down. From here, we're going to gently press the body to tabletop. You can find a child's pose or curl the toes under and find downward facing dog. And if you're coming to a downward dog, perhaps you're going to walk the legs out right and left. Move your head a little bit. Maybe turn your head from side to side. Make some yes and no movements. So see what feels good for your body. Listening to you. Maybe you're holding steady and that feels good. Perhaps then both knees are bent. You're lifting your tailbone to the sky. Get creative. See what feels good for your body. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. We're going to gaze between the thumbs. You're going to slowly walk your feet to the top of the mat. Let's inhale, look up about halfway. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. And as we're folding forward here, perhaps grabbing onto your elbows and kind of framing your head, letting the crown of the head reach towards the ground. Keep the knees bent, especially if your lower back and hamstrings are tight, so they can be really bent. See what feels best for your body. If you prefer, you can always let your arms dangle down, or perhaps even interlace your hands behind your back, feeling the shoulders open up. Maybe let your neck shake out a little bit again from yes to no, feeling any tension go. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly lower the hands down. We'll press to the feet a lot. We're going to inhale, reach all the way up to the ceiling. And let's exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Maybe bring one hand on top of the other. Again, feel the shoulders roll back. Taking a few deep breaths just to reground yourself. Notice how the flow of the breath feels. Is it easy? Is it a little bit labored right now? Just observe what's happening in your body. Are you standing steady? Is it a little swaying? Maybe you're shifting a little bit from side to side. Observe what's happening. Try not to lock the knees out. Keep the knees slightly bent. And imagine the knees moving out a little bit wider. So you feel the outside edges of the legs engage. Beautiful. As you're here, feel that steadiness again. Allow yourself to root down into the ground. Feeling your roots root through your feet, and then inhale all the way up to the crown of the head. And then let's exhale, release the hands alongside the body. Shake out a little bit. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Maybe look up. And then let's exhale. We're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, folding forward, reach the arms to the sky. Let's gently bend back into the knees. We'll press through the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. We're going to exhale, take your hands to your heart center, step your left foot back, slight bend in that right knee. You can be on the ball of the foot or foot flat, and move that right knee towards the pinky toe. In a warrior A shape, if that's available, you can also find a crescent moon pose. Inhale, maybe reach the arms to the sky. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears, drawing the belly towards the spine. Keep breathing, maybe bending a little bit deeper into that knee, and just welcoming the sensation. Feel your feet on the ground. So holding the shapes a little bit longer today, and just notice, is it steady? Is it wobbly? What's happening in your body? Feeling different things shift and change. Even if it's challenging, give yourself a little smile. We'll be here for a few more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Let's reach your head forward, sweep your arms back. Roll your shoulders back, beautiful. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms high, and then step your feet together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, we're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forward, maybe reach the arms to the sky. Bending into the knees, press to the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to step your right foot back this time, perhaps on the ball of the foot, maybe the foot's flat, warrior A shape, bending into that front knee. Inhale, reach the arms to the sky. And again, holding this a little bit longer. So feel the shoulders drop away from the ears. Reach and extend through the fingers. So don't let the fingers kind of curl in. Let everything activate and engage. Bending into the knee, pushing the knee out towards the pinky toe. Really press through that back foot, drawing the belly to the spine. Squeeze like you have to hold to go to the bathroom, 1 and 2. Notice the shifts and changes that happen as you do these things. And just keep breathing, finding the sensation and energy in your body. Noticing, observing, giving yourself a little bit of a smile. Even if it's challenging, breathe deeper. See if you can hold a little bit longer. 2, and 1. You're going to reach your head forward, sweep the arms back. Inhale, we'll reach up. Exhale, hands together, feet together. Inhale, let's reach up high. Exhale, you're going to bend the knees, hinge from the hips, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, let's lower both of the hands down this time. We're going to step our feet back to a plank shape. Roll your shoulders back. 2, and 1. Now let's gently lift your hips high, downward dog. You can always find a child's pose if that's better for your body. And then you can stay here if you want to follow me. We're going to come back to a plank and then lower all the way down to the belly. Releasing the feet. Let's roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your chest up, cobra or up dog. 2, and 1. Exhale, back down. Beautiful. You can gently make your way into a child's pose, tabletop, or downward facing dog. Taking 5 breaths, whatever you're doing. Maybe if you're in downward dog, the knees are bent, the hips are high. If you're in child's pose, maybe finding a different shape for your hands. Maybe bringing the knees a little bit wider or closer together. So explore what works for your body today. Keep breathing. 2, and 1. Let it go. Gazing between the thumbs, we're going to walk your feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're going to fold forward. Beautiful. Pressing through the feet. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, let's reach your arms high. Exhale, we're gonna bend the knees, hinge from the hips, reach your arms to the sky. Let your head and neck shake out. We'll press to the feet. Inhale, let's reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. You'll step your left leg back again, bending into that right leg, finding warrior A. Beautiful. Woo! Maybe finding a little unease or unsteadiness. Now let's bring your hands to your heart. We're going to step that left foot up. We're going to bring both legs straight. Try to get both feet fully on the ground as best as you can. We'll inhale, reach your arms high. Let's exhale, bend that right knee a little bit. Try to bring your hands to the ground. If you happen to have blocks, you can bring your hands on your blocks. And then you can bring your nose toward your knee. Now you can stay right here, or perhaps explore. It might feel interesting to straighten that right leg a little bit. You'll start to feel a big stretch in your hamstring, so only go to that place where it feels good for you. We'll be here for a few moments. Again, you can bring your nose toward your knee, or you can keep your head long if that feels better for your body. Explore, what do you need today? Perhaps you're going to find something different. 3, 2, and 1. And then play with me a little bit here. We're going to bend into that right leg, hands about a foot in front of your foot. Press through that right foot. We're going to lift your left leg high, standing split. Just for a couple breaths. 2, 1. We'll bring your feet down together, folding forward. Press to the feet. We'll inhale, reach all the way to the ceiling. Once again, you're just going to exhale, bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forward, reach your arms to the sky. Bending back into the knees. Inhale, reach out high. Exhale, hands to the heart. Stepping the right foot back. Again, see if you can get that foot flat. Maybe you're on the ball of the foot, slight bend in the knee. We're going to reach for warrior A for a few breaths. Finding the sense in your body. Beautiful. 2, and 1. Now bring your hands back to your heart. We're going to step that right foot up. Let's take a slight bend in the left leg. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, we're going to bend the knee, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Perhaps bring your nose towards your knee. And again, if you have those blocks, it's a great time to use them. Not a big deal if you don't. Modify and make it work for you. You can stay here, or perhaps you want to start to straighten that left leg. And again, you can bring your nose towards your knee or your shin, or maybe you're going to reach your head forward. And just explore what feels best for your body. Can you shift something in your hips? What else do you need to move to let go of? Try to do something different, not getting stuck that it has to be one way. So one of the things that Garish always teaches us is that it's the mind that likes to say things are right or wrong or good or bad. And the true self, the real self, it's all good. It just is what it is. And what we need to do is just shift and maybe see, is there something else there? Shift the perception. The Toltecs, that's what they studied. 2, and 1. Now we're going to take a slight bend in the knees. Let's reach your hands about a foot in front of your foot. Stay on your fingertips. And then we'll press and lift that right leg to the sky. Standing split. You can do it no matter what. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the foot down. Let's fold forward. Beautiful. Press through the feet. We'll inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's gently release the arms to the side, just holding here for a few moments. Breathing. Just feeling that sensation. Take a slight bend in the knees. Let the energy flow all the way from the feet to the crown of the head, maybe out through the fingertips. Keep breathing. Beautiful. Let's slowly shake out. We're going to bring the feet a little bit wider apart. So imagine the outside edge of your feet was kind of in the outside edge of with your hips, or perhaps maybe just like maybe a quarter of an inch wider. We're going to start to bring the hands to the hip crease, maybe bring the pinky side of the hands, tilt your tailbone back. So don't be a sad puppy, be a happy puppy. So tailbone is up towards the sky. From there, you're going to pull your belly towards your spine and feel We don't want the rib cage to stick out. See if you can feel that rib cage anchor back. That's what I mean if you hear me say that. We'll roll the shoulders back and down. And then make sure that the head's not too far forward. Pull your head back. You might feel like you're getting a double chin a little bit. It's a little bit better for some of the neck muscles, at least for right now. Now we're gonna bend the knees and then push the knees out towards the pinky toes and then really root down through the toes. Imagine your toes are part of these deep roots that are help rooting you down into the ground. Draw your belly to the spine. Feel the shoulders roll back again and maybe reach your hands parallel to the ground or perhaps up to the sky. If your shoulders bother, you can also bend the elbows out to the side like you're a saguaro cactus. Keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna pull the elbows in. Inhale, stand all the way up, maybe look up. And then exhale, you'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, let's look up halfway. Exhale, we're gonna lower the hands down. We're gonna step your feet back, downward dog. Long spine. Let's inhale, you're gonna come forward to plank, lowering down to your belly, rolling the shoulders back. Releasing the feet. Let's find a cobra or up dog or any other back bend that might feel good for you. So just find what your body needs. 2, and 1. We're gonna lift the hips up. Let's sink either to child's pose or downward dog. So listen to your body. What do you need here? And again, if you're laying down, good for you. 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, let's find tabletop. We're gonna gently step the feet. So we're gonna come to a wide-legged shape on your mat. And as you do that, I'm gonna face you and I'm gonna mirror the movements. So let's start to come to a wide-legged position, wide-legged forward fold. Let your head feel heavy. You can bend and straighten the legs. Hopefully your hamstrings are feeling pretty open. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bend the knees a lot, press through the feet. We're gonna inhale, reach all the way to the sky, and then exhale, arms alongside the body. Just kind of check in with yourself for a moment. Breathe here. So we're gonna slowly start to turn both of the toes out, the heels are in. We'll bring our hands to our hips, roll the shoulders back, and we're just gonna bend the knees, sink down. Inhale, we're gonna straighten back up. Now you're gonna really turn those right toes out. You're gonna bring your left foot in about 45 degrees. We'll reach your arms wide. Let's reach forward and we're gonna find triangle. You bring your hand to your hip today. Roll the shoulder back, maybe look towards the sky. You can stay right here if you choose to reach the arm to the sky, great. Or maybe bring the hand behind the back and kind of press your hand towards your sacrum or your tailbone and then feel your shoulders roll back and feel your head lean back a little bit. And imagine that the crown of the head is helping lengthen the spine, pulling away from the tailbone. Maybe feel that rib cage start to anchor in a little bit. Breathing deeper into the belly, finding more space. 2, and 1. We're gonna take a slight bend in the right knee. We'll come all the way up. Now we're gonna turn both toes out. Again, you might need to readjust your feet and we're gonna bend into the knees. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach up. We'll do this on the other side. So bringing that right foot in about 45 degrees, left foot out this time. Gently adjust your body. I'm gonna step my foot back. My stance feels a little wide, but listen to your body. Reach the arms wide, squeeze the shoulders together. Inhale, reach forward. We're gonna exhale, lower that left hand out. Maybe keeping that right hand on the hip to help roll the shoulders and head back. Perhaps you wanna reach to the sky. I'm gonna bring my back of my hand to my lower back and sacrum, my tailbone, and then press back. Keep breathing wherever you are, noticing. Feeling different sensations, different shifts and changes in the body. Letting something go so you can bring in more of what you want. 2, and 1. Let's take a slight bend in the knee. We're gonna come back up. Let's bring the heels in, toes out, readjust your feet. We're gonna come down once again. Beautiful. Inhale, let's reach back up. Now, again, this time we're gonna make it into warrior B. So rotate your body, turn your left toe or right toes out a little bit. We'll bend into that right knee. Perhaps bring that left foot at a 45-degree angle, or perhaps it's parallel to the side edge of your mat. Listen to what feels best for your hip. Some people even like to turn that toe out a little bit. So whatever the pelvis rotation is for you. Feel the knee move out towards the pinky toes, and let's reach your arms wide, squeeze the shoulders together, gazing over the right middle finger. Keep finding more space and breath in your body. Then let's inhale, reach forward. Exhale, you're gonna lean back. Lengthen all the way back, inhale. And then exhale, you're gonna bring your forearm on your thigh. And then again, perhaps today, you're gonna bring that right hand or left hand behind your back onto the tailbone, or maybe grabbing on to the thigh. Perhaps looking at the shoulder, keep breathing. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna inhale, let's come up. We're gonna rotate the body again, bring the heels out. I'm sorry, heels in, toes out. We'll gently sink down, coming back up onto the left side. So rotate that right foot, turn your left toes out, finding warrior B to begin. Squeeze the shoulders together, feeling the knee move over towards the pinky toe. Again, listen, maybe readjust that back foot a little bit. Mine do different things on different sides. So you just notice. Now let's inhale, exhale, inhale, lean back, exhale, forearm on the thigh, hand behind the back. Maybe try to grab on to that left thigh, roll the shoulders back, reach that tailbone towards that back heel. Find more space in the body. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna come all the way up, feet parallel. Let's reach the arms high. Exhale, we'll bend the knees, hinge from the hips, folding forward once again. Beautiful. Let your head be heavy, your spine long. In a few moments, we're coming down to the ground. Let's slowly, slowly walk the hands forward a little bit. We're gonna take both of the hands to the right foot. Perhaps turn the right toes out a little bit. You can stay right here. This is perfect. Maybe you're bringing your nose to your knee. If you want to add a twist on from here, you're going to keep your left hand down and reach your right arm to the sky. Maybe looking up at the hand. Again, you can bring your hand behind your back and grab onto that hip crease, or bring your hand on your lower back to help roll that right shoulder back. Keep breathing. Maybe bring your belly to your thighs. Keep seeing if you can bring maybe your belly button. Try 2. And 1, we're gonna slowly, slowly unwind. We're gonna gently come back and then turn your toes out to the left. Bending into the knee, beautiful. Again, feel free to stay right here. Or if you choose, keeping the right hand down, you're gonna reach either your left hand on your lower back or up to the sky. Try to bring your belly button to the thigh. Keep finding that space in your body, noticing, observing, breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna slowly, slowly unwind. Bring your feet parallel, folding forward. And then let's slowly from here come down to a seat. And we're gonna come to a wide-legged position. Beautiful. We'll move your fleshy part from your sitting bones. I'm gonna move this screen in just a moment, but what I'd like for you to do from here is perhaps just sit and flex your feet. As you do that, roll the shoulders back and see if you can find the front of the sitting bones. So try not to tuck the tailbone down and kind of dump in the lower back. If your lower back's straining at all, this is a really great exercise for that. So you're gonna really flex through the feet, almost like you're pressing to the ball of the feet, and find the front of the sitting bones. Imagine your tailbone's lifting up to the sky. Keep breathing, finding the sensations in the body. Beautiful. You might even want to explore bringing your hands on your thighs and pushing the top of the thigh muscles back. And then try not to get your shoulders to your ears. You want to roll the shoulders back and down, squeeze the elbows together. Beautiful. Maybe draw your belly to the spine. And then perhaps you're going to slowly fold forward, maybe coming all the way to the ground. Maybe you're going to release your hands down and you're going to be more like here, which is totally fine. But again, see and explore what works for you. You can, from here, maybe point and flex the feet a few times. Now, if this really is bothering your knees for any reason, or your hips, then bend your knees a little bit and readjust. Find something else that'll feel better. Let your jaw release. Feel the shoulders release. Let any tension from the neck go. And then when you're ready, let's inhale, we'll slowly lift up. And then we're gonna gently, let's keep your right leg extended. We're gonna bring your left foot in. And then you're gonna rotate your body and we're gonna start to fold over that straight right leg. Now, if for any reason something's pulling, something doesn't feel right, you can always bend your right leg, maybe bring your nose towards your knee, or adjust something else to let that feel good. If you can grab onto the foot, great. If you're more here, great. Just notice and be wherever you are today. And then let's explore a little bit more here. So perhaps walk both hands outside the right leg. Perhaps you're on your fingertips if that's a little bit more challenging. Just keep your left hand on your right leg. 2 and 1. We're going to slowly start to come back. And now we're going to rotate and you're going to bring your right hand to your left knee. We'll bring your left hand behind your back, roll the shoulders back, kind of puff the chest up. Maybe if it feels okay for your neck, you're going to turn your head and look over your left shoulder. Keep breathing. If that's too much for the neck, look over the right shoulder or just keep the neck straight. So again, listen to what's available to your body right here, right now, because tomorrow it's going to be different. 10 minutes from now, it might be different. 2 and 1. We're going to gently unwind. Beautiful. So we're going to extend your left leg out now. We're going to rotate the body and bring your right foot in. So again, just getting yourself situated, taking your time. And we're going to gently roll the shoulders and kind of rotate the body towards the left thigh. And we'll exhale and start to fold forward, maybe flexing and energizing the foot. Perhaps you're bending into the knee. So again, listen what's available to your body right here, right now. It doesn't have to be exactly the same as it was on the other side. Where does your body want to go on this side? And know that we're constantly shifting and changing. Keep breathing. The only thing that's constant is change. Now, if you'd like to, perhaps walking both hands outside that left leg. You can rotate the body a little bit. Again, it's so funny because it felt really good on the other side. The side's like, not so much. I got the story for you. And just wiggle and let it move out. Don't attach to it. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slowly walk the hands back. Now we're going to turn and bring your left hand to your right knee and then maybe rotate the body. If it feels okay, you can look over the right shoulder. If not, keep looking over the left shoulder or just keep the head straight. And again, listening, what feels good for you right here, right now? 2 and 1, and we're going to slowly let that go. Let's go ahead and bring both feet together, knees apart. You might want to wiggle your body a little bit, and let's bring your feet a little bit more forward than you normally would. We're gonna roll the shoulders back. Now, perhaps you're gonna just sit right here, and this might feel really nurturing for your body. This might be exactly what you need. If you'd like to, we're gonna perhaps fold forward, and we're gonna be here for about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. And I want you just to, as we're holding this a little bit longer, it actually might be more challenging. And we're doing it so we can feel a little bit more of a release. So just really let yourself breathe into it. Try to stay with it. You know, if it's too uncomfortable, adjust and find something else. Do your best. Letting something else go, letting something else soften. I just remembered today we are also in a new moon time, as well as there was a solar eclipse, I believe, earlier today. And so, you know, if you're feeling a little bit different energy, not to worry. We'll work a little bit with that during our meditation practice at the end. Let's take about 5 more deep breaths from here. See if there's anything else. Maybe you're bending in a little bit deeper. Maybe you're letting your head drop a little bit more. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit more of a release, a letting go. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you are like, I don't want to move right now, please don't make me move. Please stay here. This might be feeling really, really good for you. If you feel ready to move, we're going to gently start to walk the body up. We'll bring the hands outside the knees and slowly bring the knees together. And then we're going to shift and come on to our backs. And as we start to come on to the back, let's keep your knees bent for a moment. You might need to kind of wiggle your body just to settle here for a couple moments. And just see if there's anything else that feels like it's ready to move out. And then we're gonna start by holding just a little bit of a bridge pose. We're gonna hold it for about 10 breaths, a little bit longer. If again, if that doesn't feel good, or if you have a block, you can always place that right underneath your tush, or you can hold on to the sides of the mat, roll the shoulders back, draw the belly to the spine, pressing through the feet and the toes. And just let your body find this ease here. And we're just gonna do one of these, holding a little bit longer, then we're gonna hold some twists for a few moments, and then moving into our meditation shortly. So just keep breathing. Maybe adjusting as you're here. Finding more space. 5. If there's any movement or anything happening in your body, let it happen. Try not to control it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to just slowly, slowly lower your body all the way down. Just let that shift, let it wiggle, let anything move. And then from here, we're going to gently just keep your left knee bent. We're going to squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. And then let's start by bringing your right arm alongside your head, and your elbow might be slightly bent as you do that. And we're gonna drop both of the knees over to the left as much as you can, and that feels safe for you. We wanna think about keeping the right shoulder also on the ground. So if you need to stretch your right arm out a little bit to make that more available to you, find that space. And you're gonna let your eyes close. We're gonna be here for, again, about 10 breaths. And if there's shifting and moving that wants to happen, please let it happen. If it starts to feel too uncomfortable, always know that you can come out of the shape, but see if you can breathe with it and stay with it. Just taking really big, deep breaths, slowing everything down, but also thinking about we're twisting to let go. Keep breathing. Feeling your face even start to soften. Maybe your air conditioner, our air conditioner just came out. It feels so good right now. 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to gently start to roll the body up. And then before you move to the other side, just let your body settle into the center place. And just pause. So often we're moving from thing to thing. We're not pausing in between. Just notice the pause. And then whenever you feel ready, let's slowly start to squeeze that left knee in. And then perhaps reaching that left arm, you can kind of reach it alongside your head. Maybe the arm's bent. Maybe it's better that your arm's out to the side. So listen again to your body. And we're going to drop everything over to the right this time. And again, adjusting your body as you need to. Well, we'll be here for about 10 breaths or so. Try to breathe into the space. But if it's really uncomfortable, allow yourself to shift and move. Find what's comfortable for you. Maybe you're doing something a little bit different. And letting your body release and unwind and let go. As we twist, they say that we twist out the toxins or we release what doesn't serve us. I think about we twist so we can unwind, feel more connected to ourselves. Keep breathing. You give yourself a little smile. 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to slowly, slowly lift up, and we're going to gently make our way into our final resting place. If you want to just settle in the center for a moment, keeping the knees bent, kind of adjusting your body. If there's anything else your body needs to do, let that happen. And then if not, perhaps going to where we began the class in Shavasana and laying down. And as you start to lay down, you might already even notice that your body feels more relaxed. And start to feel the neck joint relax. The shoulder joint relax. The hip joint relax. The knee joint relax. And just take a really big, full, deep breath into your whole body. And inviting all the joints to relax, and see if you can feel the sensation in the joints. Maybe feel a little bit of opening or tingling, spaciousness, warmth. And then connecting with your intention that you had at the beginning of the class. What do you want to bring in more of in your life? And I want you to imagine what you want to bring in more of in your life, that you're starting to root that down through your body. So perhaps bring your attention and your awareness to the tailbone once again. You did when we were sitting, and feeling yourself root that down. Imagine it's like the taproot of a tree. Start to really root that intention down, as well as ourself. And as we're starting to do that, in honor of the new moon, I want you to imagine that you're also gonna clear something out. So as we want to really bring these new things in, we have to make space for it. So we have to clear out. So imagine, you can even imagine you're tilling your garden, you want to plant new seeds. And we have to pull out the weeds or any dead plants, anything that isn't serving the garden anymore. So you imagine you can pull some weeds. Just letting it go. Let it exhale. As you exhale, let it release. Not getting too involved in the story, just let it go, let it go. And then I want you to imagine, that intention and anything else that you're wanting to plant right now, that you're planting that into this garden or into this intention, anything that's like supporting this thing to happen. Just imagine planting different seeds, made space in the garden. Keep breathing. And in order for the seeds to flourish, we have to nourish them. So I want you to imagine that you're watering them, giving them proper light and sunshine as well as shade. Because we all have this bright part of ourselves, and there's some darkness as well. So just honoring all of that. Nourishing it, letting everything flow through, maybe giving it food. Perhaps even singing or nurturing or talking lovingly. What would you say to the seeds? And then I want you to just begin to imagine and visualize, what would it be like if those things were blossoming and blooming? Perhaps allow yourself to connect with your senses with that. Maybe notice what sounds might be around. Are there any smells, any tastes? What would it look like? What would it feel like? Just welcoming it all. Letting it come into more vision. Keep breathing. And then I want you to imagine that that is you. So you want to bring that into your body. And I want you to have this holding of yourself with complete love and acceptance for all of it. So for the light and the shade and the water, which we often think of as the emotions, let them flow through us, letting it be there, especially here in the West. Letting the winds as well, the breath and the mind, all that floats through, but it's all there for a reason. And then bringing the senses, the smells, sounds, the tastes, the sights, the feelings. Bring that all into the awareness, holding it all in this beautiful, beautiful container that you are. Keep breathing. I want you to know that this is already you. We're just brightening that imprint within you. And you've created this image, this sensation. So just allowing it to be there and connect back to it any time that you need to. Spending another moment with it. And just take a moment to note your experience. And perhaps beginning to deepen your breath a little bit. Perhaps starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Reaching and stretching any way that feels good for you. Starting to welcome yourself back into this present moment. Again, you can stay laying down and resting. Maybe you'd like to roll over and start to make your way up to a seat. So however that feels good for you. And then wherever you are or wherever you're landing, either bring your awareness or your hands to the center of your chest. Just take a moment to thank you for doing this. And just sending out a prayer. May all beings have peace. May all beings be safe. May all beings be healthy. May we all find this deep connection. And thank you for allowing me to guide you through our practice. Namaste.